President Obama is a weak incumbent. That seems to be the message from the latest USA Today Gallup Swing States poll. If the election were held today, Romney and the president are in a dead heat. Gingrich trails by 14 points. Both Ron Paul and Rick Santorum only trail the president by 7 points. So while Democrats enjoy watching Republicans tear each other apart, which candidate does the White House want to face in November? Here with his crystal ball, and it's usually a pretty good one, is Democratic analyst Carl Jeffers, all the way from warm and sunny Southern California. I know you like this New York winter weather.
I've seen it worse, so we'll try to get through this stage.
Who does the White House fear the most of the four remaining Republican presidential candidates?
No question about it. They fear Mitt Romney. But that was even before this polling, Judge, because it was clear to them that Mitt Romney was the biggest threat because he had the only chance to actually win. I mean, there are even polls now that not only show, as you mentioned, the dead heat, there are polls that show Romney up by 4 points over President Obama.
All right. Does the White House consider this analysis? Romney's not resonating with the conservatives. The conservatives, they want anybody but Romney in the Republican Party. The libertarians think that Romney is almost indistinguishable from the president. They might stay home if Romney's the nominee. I know that'll make the White House happy, but do they consider that?
Well, if they consider it, it's only to pass around more champagne. Because as long as their voters don't stay home, we can't help it that the others will stay home. But here's the reality, Judge. Republicans have Mitt Romney. You have got a chance to.
What do you mean they have?
They have a candidate who has a chance to unseat an incumbent president. Now, granted, it's even more difficult now than it has been for Mitt Romney, so he's got a tough road to hoe. But after Romney, there's no one else who can do it.
I don't want to get into that debate with you. I just want to talk about Romney. Is it good for the Republicans or is it good for the Democrats that this sort of bare-knuckled primary campaign keeps going on?
Oh, at the stage it is now, it's good for the Democrats. Why? Because it's no longer about sharpening your debate skills and honing in on the issues.
It didn't hurt Barack Obama when he went against Hillary Clinton until June.
I was just waiting for you to ask that question.
I knew you were waiting for it. That's why I gave you it. But
the fact is, Obama became a better candidate in 2008 because the Hillary Clinton campaign forced him to get a better grasp of his own issues.
Is Mitt Romney a better candidate today than he was 2 weeks ago?
No, because the last 2 weeks, he has had to spend all of that time engaging in personal attacks, character assassinations, back and forth, and defending himself against Newt Gingrich. He hasn't spent any time in the last 2 weeks being able to sharpen his criticism and grasp of the issues that he'll have to face going up against Barack Obama.
Why does the White House think that Romney is the strongest candidate? Because he's the most centrist? Because he's closest to the president in his views?
Because he can get enough votes to win. That's why, Judge.
But he can't get the conservative base, or
the
is there nowhere else for them to go?
conservative base is not enough to win. If you were going to win the White House, Judge, whether you get the conservative base or not, you've got to get the soccer moms, the security moms, independent voters. Independent voters are the largest political bloc today. The Democrats account for about 30% of the electorate. Republicans account for about 22%.
Isn't Ron Paul very popular with independent voters?
Well, everybody loves Ron Paul because they don't have to be worried about him. He's no threat. Nobody's going to vote for Ron Paul for president.
You know what? Sometimes you're cuckoo, but I still love you. Thanks very much for coming.
Well, that kind of love could save the world.
All right.